So whenever we consider the functions, so we need to know some terms. So this is the second term, function definition. So syntax to function definition includes function header and a function body. Okay, so syntax to define a function definition. So in programming language, so till now what we have discussed, so we know what is the meaning of syntax. It is a rule or formula. So before we write the program based on that particular concept, so we need to know the formula, how to use it. Okay, so this is how we will write a function. Okay, so this you can consider it as user defined function. That means from now we are going to create a functions. That means in the previous two programs we have used sqrt and pow, which are inbuilt, already present in the software, so that we are using. Now we will create our own function, and then we can use that particular function, just like identifier. So if we consider the keywords are already present in the Turbo C software. Okay, just we need to use it. When you consider identifiers, we will going to create an identifier, then we need to use it. So in case of identifiers, we can create and use. In case of keywords, only you have to use. Okay, we cannot create. Similarly here, by using this formula or syntax, we can create our own functions. Okay, so let us see what this formula or the syntax is. Return type. So here return type means data type. So in detail again we will see. Just in brief I am telling here, return type is nothing but data type. Function name is nothing but identifier. Okay, parameter list is nothing but list of variables. Okay, just in brief I am giving idea. Okay, return type is nothing but data type, function name is nothing but identifier, parameter list, they are telling list means one or more. Okay, so here parameter list means one or more variables. Okay, again variable is an identifier. Difference between just an identifier and a variable is variables are associated with data type again. So here in the parameter list also we will write the data type and variable, that is data type and identifier. Okay, declaration statement. So I think you know declaration statement means again data type with variables, data type with variables semicolon is nothing but declaration statement. Then statement 1 to n, these are the executable statements. Whatever it is, printf, scanf, if condition, while loop, do while, for loop, anything, or any addition, subtraction. So those comes in the under statement 1 to n, executable statement. Last statement is, that is before we close the function, return statement. So return is a keyword, in front of that we can write the value. Okay, so another way what we can write syntax is, or return type, function name, parameter list, this everything you can say function body. Okay, function body or body of a function. Declaration statement, from declaration statement to return statement, you can consider this as a function body. Okay, now you look at this diagram. uh, Here we can see when you look at this particular syntax, first line of the function definition, that is syntax, first line of the syntax, you can consider it as function header or signature. So as the name itself tells, head means at the top. Okay, so before you start writing any coding in the function, what are the things you write at the top before opening brace, that is called as header, function header. Another term is function signature. So in interview you might get this question, what is function signature? Instead of asking header, they will ask signature. Some people will be not knowing the term signature. If they ask header, they will tell, but signature means again they will be not knowing. So you remember this term also, signature. Signature and header both are same answer you have to give. Okay, so return type, function name, argument list, this line is called as function header or signature. Within opening brace and closing brace, what are the things we write, that is called as function body. So function definition is categorized into two things, function header and function body. So first you take this screenshot, that is syntax, that is two options of writing syntax. Then you can go for this diagram, then explanation is there about this entire syntax. Okay, Srinivas sir,
Yeah, I'm here.
sir, is it from first or some particular topic you want me
Now,
to?
little bit, especially when you explained about that pre-pro, what is that?
Pre-processor statements.
Pre-pro, yeah, from there it was little.
Okay. Okay, so fine. Let me recap these things. So when we consider the functions topic, okay, functions chapter. So we have two types of functions. One is standard library functions, or we can call it as inbuilt functions. So another one is user-defined functions. So when you consider standard library functions, you just consider like a keyword so that you can understand correctly. So keywords means what? Words which have predefined meaning, okay, and those meanings we will not change, and we can use keywords in our program, and keywords has specific purpose, okay. So these things we have to remember about keywords. So keywords are the words which have predefined meaning, uh, will be written in lowercase letters and having particular purpose. We can it will serve the purpose for us in the program, and we should use in our program. So we will not modify any meaning of the keywords, okay. We will not change any functionality of the keywords. Similarly, standard library functions are the functions which are already predefined in the compiler, in the turbo c software or wherever. So, and these functions have some functionality. We have to use these functions for the particular purpose, what for what they have defined, okay. And we will not change any functionality of these functions. So that means properties of keywords will hold good for properties of standard library functions also. So one difference is when we use keywords, we need not add any header file, but when we use standard library functions, we have to add header files, okay. So when you look at this screen, basic structure of a C program. So second layer means that is link section. Link section in the sense like when we write a C program. So when C program executes, if we are using any standard library functions, okay, like CLR, SCR, getch, sqrt, pow, those functions are not present in our program. That means in .c file. You just remember this .c in .c file. Those functionality or functions are present in .h file, header file. So header file and .c file, .c file and .h file should be linked. So that is done at this layer, that is link section. For that purpose, what we have to add is like you look at this line, hash include. Hash means it is a preprocessor directive. Okay, this symbol is called as preprocessor directive. Okay, include, it's general word from English, so we have to include the contents of this particular file. That is, for example, in this program math.h file, if we include the contents of this particular file in our program, then our program starts working. So whenever we use the functions, so we are using POW function, right? This function works when we write this particular statement. If I remove this statement, then POW function will not work, because POW function is present in math.h. Okay, so this is about standard library function. Now when it comes to the user defined function, that means we are going to create our own function and we are trying to use in our program. So for that purpose, what we need to know is, like, we need to know how to write the function. Okay, because we are going to create our new function, right? Just like identifiers. So we are going to write a new identifier. We are going to create a new identifier. So keywords means we will not create it. Identifiers means we will create it. So for that, we need to know the rules. First character should not be digit. Blank spaces not allowed. Keywords not allowed. Special characters except underscore is not allowed. These rules we have to remember. Similar to that, when we are going to create a new function, so we have to remember the syntax rule, how to write the function. Okay, so this is how we will write the function. Okay, this is the general form. From this general form, we will write the examples. Okay, so if we look at this general form, so in brief, I will tell here, and in detail, it is there in the further topic. So return type means data type. Just by one word, you remember the concept. In future, we will come to know in detail. Return type means data type. So we know the concepts of data type, right? Function name means identifier. Okay, and name means it will tell what this function will do, what work it will do. Okay, so it is an identifier. Parameter list means list of variables. So variables will be associated with again data type, like int a, int b, like that. Okay, and when we start a function, we have to start with opening brace. Within opening brace and closing brace, we will write the code. Okay, and in the code, see, if at all if you are getting confused with this syntax, what you do, like, you just see void. So I'm matching with the syntax. So void is a return type here. MAIN, it is a function. Okay, so this is opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis. Here I'm not writing any parameters. Parameters are optional, so I will tell you in future. Okay, then starting of the function. Okay, so then comes the declaration statement. Okay, so int a semicolon. So this is the declaration statement. Okay, next, statement 1 to n. These are the executable statements. So executable statements like printf, scanf and all. So here one example what I can write is like printf. Yeah, so I'm printing the value of here. Okay, next, return statement. So here I have not written return statement in every main function. Okay, if I want to write, what I have to do, so see, whenever you come across the word return, it will return the value. Okay, you just remember, if I don't write any value also, return statement can be written. But if I write the value, that's meaningful. Okay, return statement here means value. Okay, so if I'm writing int, so I need to write here return 0. So this part we will discuss later. Okay, let us not worry here. So up to here, I hope you came to know. Okay, close it. Okay, so void is a data type, main is a function name, parenthesis says we have to write parameters here, opening brace, closing brace. In that, what all the things we write, it is function body. So this is the main function definition. Okay, function definition word is there, right? So example is, this is main function definition. Okay, just you try to match with the syntax. Void return type, main function name, in this parameter list, opening brace, closing brace, declaration statement, print statement, and return statement is not compulsory. Okay, so I will tell you how, what are the things compulsory and what things are not compulsory. Okay, so this is the syntax. And in another way, how we can write is, write return type, function name, parameter list, body of a function. That means these all things include under body of a function. Okay, so you just look at this diagram. So as I said, terms are there. I hope you people have written in a paper. Just to look at the term function header. So when we write entire function, for which line we need to call it as function header. So first line of the function, you look at this main function. Okay, this first line is the right void main opening parenthesis closing parenthesis. This line is called as function header. So from opening brace to closing brace, what all the things you write, that is called as function body. So two things are there in function definition: function header, that is first line of the function; function body within opening brace and closing brace, what things we write, that is called as function body. Okay, now you can take this screenshot. In detail we have like what is return type, what is parameter list, in detail we have, we will look into that. Okay. Okay, so before we go to the before we go to in detail of this function definition and all, so we shall execute one program which includes function. Okay, so that will come to know how program control is transferred from main function to the sub function. So one function we will, one program we will see. Okay. Okay, so you look at this program. Here, nothing calculation logic, nothing is there. So what I have done is, like 1 minute. Hmm. So I have written two functions here. One is main function, another one is display function. Okay. So now what I said is like when we execute a program, okay, it starts executing from main function. That means this particular line void main. Okay, and when it executes main function line by line, so when it goes to the CLR SAR screen, the functionality of this function is to clear the screen. Okay, so when that program control in the backend process, it will move to the console input output header file, and it will again program control will come to the main function. Okay, then when you go to the get ch also, In the backend, the program control will move to the console input output header file conio.h. Okay, and program control will reach here and it will terminate. Okay, in between these two, I have written one more function called display. You just compare with the CLRS here and getch line. So CLR is a CR opening parenthesis closing parenthesis semicolon, getch opening parenthesis closing parenthesis semicolon. Similarly, display opening parenthesis closing parenthesis semicolon. Okay, now, so similar to the clear screen and getch, this also works. That means, in case of clear screen and getch, program control will move to the console input output header file and will come back. In case of display function, it will not go to any header file, because you look at this particular program, that is function.c header file. In this program only functionality is there. You just look at this line, display. So void display, opening brace, closing brace. Within that, I have written some printf statements. So just an example, okay. So when program control comes to this particular line, that is display, opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis, the program control will move to this particular code. That is display function signature. I have written, right, that word. There it will move, and these lines will work. And again, it will return back to the main function. Okay. Right now, for time being, right now, you don't worry about this line function prototype. I will explain later. I will explain. Okay, just you consider this display function line and display function code, both things. Now let us execute this program by considering the tracing F7. Okay, just look at this tracing part. Okay, F7 key first. See, program execution starts from main. So we have two functions here, display and main, from which program execution starts from main function. Okay, next, trace the program, clear screen. So in the backend, it will work console input output header file. See, when it comes to the display world, you just look at the program control where it is transferred. See, it is coming to the display function. So this is the functions concept. The program control will move to the particular function. Inside that, whatever the things are there, inside that means within opening brace and closing brace, whatever the things are there, those things will work. You just look at the tracing. See, printf. Okay, just have written 3 lines. That's all. Close. And again, you look at this program control. So now this function is ended, right? But from which line it has come? In the main function display line. For that line only it will move. That means after that line, whatever it is there, for that line it will move. So it gets it. That means whenever the functions work, for time being, main function stops working. After the function is finished, like CLR, SCR, get CH, in this case, a display, program control again will come back to the main function. So, as I said, when you execute main function, program control from operating system will come to main function, and after the end of the main function, program control will move to the operating system. Similarly, here also, when program control is in main function, when it goes to the particular function, again program control will come to the main function. You observe here, get CH, then it is ended. So it is just displayed these 3 lines. Line 1 display function, line 2 display function, line 3 display function. So once again I will execute. You just again observe. Okay. Okay, main function, clear screen. So clear screen will work. Okay, display function is there. You just concentrate on this program control. See, main function stopped working here. So for a time being, it has stopped working. It has come to display function. Okay. Here all the lines will be executed. Once it is done, program control again move to the main function. See, that is get ch. Okay, finished. So this is how functions work. Now to write these type of functions, see here I have written display, right? Void display, opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis, opening brace, closing brace, some lines in the program. For this to write, we need this particular thing, that is function definition declaration part, that is syntax rule. From this rule, we can write those functions. Yeah. For example, I have written display. You can write anything, sum of 2 numbers, addition of subtraction of 2 numbers, any coding we can write it. Okay. So in detail of these things we can see tomorrow. Okay, that is on Monday. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So if you want me to show once again the Turbos editor with the display function working, I will show it. till now, what we have discussed, if you people need anything to be explained, any topic till now, from function starting definition till syntax of the function definition, so I will do it if you want. Okay, so we shall continue on Monday. Okay, tomorrow we will not take class. So if anyone of you have any doubts, you can ask.
Here in the flowchart kind of a thing, what you described below says function definition and parameters, function header and function body.
Ah,
So you mean to say it's just a programming syntax that you have depicted here, and function definition is which one in the program can you help understand that?
function
First,
function
function
definition.
function definition.
Function definition is complete thing, which includes both header and function body.
Okay, okay.
And one more thing, sir, like in the, if you go with this editor part, so here we can say two function definitions are there: main function definition, display function function definition. So if you consider from the line void main till the end of this function closing brace, that is main function definition. And when we consider from void display till the end of the display function, that is closing brace, that is the display function definition.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So it's on Monday, right? Next week.
Ah, yes, sir. Monday.
Okay. Thank
Mm.
you.
Okay.